Hello everyone, Glenn here, and welcome to the Glenliness. So today I am taking you along, whoa, hold on. Yeah, I gotta come up with some better way to do that. Right now you're hanging from my rearview mirror, which probably isn't all that safe for you, so hang on tight. Today I am taking you along on a very important errand, and that is getting my son a Social Security card. Now, this can be taken care of in the mail. Arguably should have been taken care of in the mail. Arguably should have been taken care of before now, because he's approaching 2.5 years of, actually he's over 2.5 years of age. He's approaching 3 years of age. And I've had the form filled out for a while and was gonna mail it in, and then it just came down to, there's a lot of like important stuff that's got to go with it, like birth certificate and things like that that you only have one copy of, and I just haven't been comfortable sending it in. And on top of that, I don't entirely know what forms they do need. So one of the things that I may or may not have mentioned in my previous episode, so I have one son and he is adopted. So in addition to birth certificate, things like that, we have adoption papers and things like that. Now, we have had him since birth, so he's always been ours. But it makes certain things a little more difficult because you just never know when you're filling things out like this what forms people are going to need. Hang on, we're going around a turn here, so you're going to swing out to the side. Also, entirely know where I'm going. So, I decided the best bet would be to just go down to the office, so that way, maybe, possibly, perhaps, they won't keep the forms and have to mail it back to us. And even if they do, at least I'll know that they have everything they need that way. So we are on our way to get to the local Social Security office. Whoa, hang on. Kind of interesting since I've been starting this whole vlogging adventure, discovering what equipment I need. Clearly one of the things I need is something to hold the camera in the car so that it's not all shaky and risking falling off and going crazy around every turn. But rest assured, I will find a way to keep you more secure, because I value you, dear viewer. And I can say that now because really the only viewer is myself, and I do value myself. But hey, if anybody else has stumbled along here, I value you too. This is where things get a little bit confusing. I had to pass the place and make a U-turn to come back around to it. But I'm not sure if I can just turn left into this parking lot and it's attached, or if I have to make a full U-turn. GPS is telling me the full U-turn, so I guess I'll go with that and hope I don't have to make like 3 more of them. That did not work. Okay. Looks like I'm making another U-turn and then a left turn, because I could not get in there. All right, another U-turn, hang on. And then we gotta go up for the left turn. All right, I made it. Now let's see if we can actually get something accomplished. All right, so that is taken care of. My son will have a Social Security number in, well, they say 3 to 10 days or 2 weeks, so we'll see which one of those occurs. That was my late morning mission, and that has been taken care of, so we can get our taxes filed this year, because his ATIN number, I guess that's a little redundant, that's like ATM machine. But anyway, that was expiring within a couple of months, so we weren't sure if we'd get the taxes filed in time. But we'll have the Social Security number, so it won't matter. Now, I have to go back to petting the kitty. Hey, Luna. Hey, Luna. Hi. I have to go back to decluttering. That's my mission, continues to be. I did get a little bit of the stuff done last week, but there's so much clutter in this house that I need to get rid of it. And in addition to all of the cleaning and decluttering and all of that stuff that I have to do, I've got to get caught up on laundry. So yeah, another exciting day for me, which probably makes a very boring vlog. So I'll have to try to find something interesting to do for you guys at some point. So I've been cleaning and straightening and doing laundry for a while now and tending to the cat. And I wanted to get a little bit serious for a minute. Not always my intention. I hope to be mostly happy and upbeat about everything. But what I wanted to talk to you about, so about, I don't know, 10 years ago at this point, I guess, after a whole barrage of medical tests, I was diagnosed with IBS. You may be familiar with it. It's abbreviation for irritable bowel syndrome. It used to be called spastic colon. It's the butt of a lot of jokes. And hey, poop, it's funny, poop. And that's all well and good, but I can tell you firsthand, it sometimes causes a whole lot of pain and is no fun at all. And what's really bad is basically, so being diagnosed with this, the way they did that is they did tests for like pretty much every known bowel disease, and yeah, they checked me inside and out very thoroughly, and they couldn't find anything else. So it's, I don't know if this is like an official term or anything, but I call it a diagnosis of omission. It's basically, well, you don't have anything else, so you must have this. What sucks about IBS is there's no cure, there's no real way to prevent it. There are certain diets and things that maybe help, maybe don't. I've tried eliminating certain foods and things like that, and most of the time I'm fine, but one of the things that sucks a lot about this is that there's no way to tell the difference between that and a bout of gastroenteritis. And I think the last couple of days, mostly yesterday, I've been fighting a bit of a stomach flu. But it's hard to tell because I don't know, maybe this is just a bout of IBS, maybe it's something else entirely, I don't really know, but it's really, like, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm in pain right now as I'm talking to you. It's manageable, but it's pretty bad. It certainly doesn't make me happy, and it doesn't make me excited to record things. I'm not exactly excited to talk about this either, but I'm trying to be open and be able to talk about almost anything. So yeah, I know it's tempting to joke about it and think it's all funny, but I'm telling you firsthand, it's a lot of pain. Like right now I'm finding it hard to do anything. I kind of just want to curl up in a ball and sleep, but that's not really an option. And especially once I get my son home with me, I gotta pretty much pretend everything's good. And that can be really tough. This isn't something I talk about a whole lot. I probably talked about it a little bit more when I was first diagnosed because I was missing a lot of things and going through a lot of medical tests, and I, was just keeping people informed. Now I don't talk about it as much, but it's a chronic illness. It's something that can really be debilitating and can prevent me from wanting to associate with anybody, wanting to do anything, wanting to exit out of the house for sometimes days at a time. Like I said, it was really bad yesterday. Today I'm better, but here's the other problem with it. Once I'm feeling better, I get hungry, and I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. I feel better. This is great. I can like sit down, I can eat, I can do whatever I want. You'd think after a few times of doing that and realizing that, hey, particularly if it happens to be a stomach flu, it's not going to be better right away. And even IBS can sometimes linger for a few days. So this, I'm pretty sure, was stomach flu, and then I just sat down for lunch, and I'm like, oh, there's leftover eggplant parmesan that I missed out on yesterday, and I like finished that, and that was really good. I'm like, oh, I'm still hungry, so I had like some chips, and yeah, that's great. And oh man, I'm still hungry. You know what? Oh, look, in the freezer we've got like mini tacos. I can heat those up. And by the time I got through with that, I was like, what the hell have I done? And it's something that I repeat often, and that's something that I'd like to like get into my head, that hey, when you're not feeling well, give it a few days before you just dive back into eating anything. And yeah, this is stuff that on a good day I can handle just fine, but on a day after the day yesterday, and I woke up not feeling so great, and I was feeling better through the day, and that's how I managed to get the things done at the Social Security Administration, get that done, and get work done, and all of this other stuff. But then it starts to hit me, and now it's going to be tough for me to get through the rest of the day. So yeah, keep that in mind. You see me on the street, you see me out there like on a day like today, and I'm probably gonna be a little bit more quieter. I might seem a little grumpy or something, but I'm still gonna associate with you. I'm still gonna be out there. And I'm not even talking about just me. Just remember, anybody you're dealing with, everybody's going through their own thing. You don't know what it is that is affecting anybody else. And a lot of times you can't tell just by looking at them. You can ask them questions, but they might not want to talk about it. Generally, I don't want to talk about my bowel habits and my IBS, but I'm putting it out there now. So just think about that when you deal with other people. Care about them. Be as nice to other people as you can, because you don't know what their story is. Yeah, some people are just jerks, but usually there's a reason, and just remember that. I'm going to sign off for now because I don't really have a whole lot to say today. I'll talk at you again next week. Eventually I'll get something a little bit more exciting than just running an errand, but those will be clearly labeled. If you like this at all, if this interests you, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Eventually there'll be more like, outings and destinations and things like that, and it won't just be me talking to you, but hey, I don't know, maybe you're into me talking to you, maybe you like that, so give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I am Glenn, and this is the Glenliness.